ISIS, have you heard about these people? You might know them as ISIL or ISIS or IS or AS or whatever. They just released a little video kind of threatening President Obama. It just came out today. Let's take a look.
Returning to fight in Iraq.
Okay, so that is not a joke. That they released that, and Flames of War, it has kind of a movie trailer feel. I think they might have done that on the iPhone 6 with that slow motion stuff.
I get so tired of having to wait for the war to start through all the trailers.
It's the trailers that get you.
Yeah, oh man.
Wait, so first,
especially since this one's a sequel.
That's right.
How many sequels is it? This is part 3, I
Part
think.
3, yeah. And that's supposed to be the stronger one.
Yeah. Wait, first, can we just talk about the production values? I mean, these guys are really like, this isn't just little camera, like this is like a real slick operation at this point, right?
Well, sort of. I mean, they have Final Cut Pro. That's not that big a deal at this point. You can bootleg that software at this point.
Yeah. Are you impressed by the production value?
I've been in things made cheaper than that, but I've tried to buy all the copies.
Yeah. You're in one right now, buddy.
Yeah, right. And I think that this is an odd thing when you know what capabilities will be coming your way. It just seems like that drunk you see in the video footage dancing in the highway, like just dancing in front of cars and then a car hits them, It's kind of like they're standing waiting to get hit. It just dazzles me that they could be so clever and so stupid all at the same time.
So are they kind of goad us into doing more? Like, what's the propaganda war here?
And they're clearly trying to bring us into a fight.
It's begging for a fight.
And we are stupid enough to take the bait. What they basically said, when you start beheading people on camera, what you're essentially saying is, we are going to fight in a war as inefficiently as is humanly possible. Send over your guys one at a time, and we will take care of them with this kitchen knife. Yeah. And we're going, why we have to take that challenge? It's a martial arts precept. Anyone, whether it is a human or a nation, becomes predictable when they are angry or afraid.
Boom, 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 boom. That's it.
Cosign. You're co-signing that one?
Co-signing on that. When you're angry, you're showing, it's like you're playing poker with the hand facing outward.
Yeah.
They show, an attack shows all your weaknesses all at once. Sun Tzu, Art of War. And I think they're doing it in an order that's so clumsy. It's so school play. Look with our cool G.I. Joe action outfits where we all look so similar, you can spot us with a satellite to see when we're moving anywhere. You can look at what we're dressed like.
Yeah.
We've made it so easy for you to hit us. How can you not do it?
So how much should we pay attention to their propaganda? Because even when we're discussing what topics we should do on the show, and we're going to do something about beheading in a second, a couple other ISIS things. I'm constantly debating, I think it's important to talk about, because as Americans we need to know what's going on in the world, but on the other hand, I don't want to strengthen the fear side. And this, because there is definitely a feeling in America of running up to war right now. We can really feel that, right? So how much do you think we actually have to talk about it without making it bigger than it actually is? Either one.
Talking about it is one thing, but responding to it in a certain way, like Dylan was saying, is the other. It's very important that if I establish it's like what happened in Ferguson. Your opponent wanted a riot. What do you give them? Well, not a riot.
Exactly.
Don't give them what they want. And then they look stupid standing there in Star Wars outfits. If you gave them a riot, suddenly they're validated for wearing Star Wars outfits. See, we needed them. Obviously, we have to have 5 more years of funding for this.
So you think when people are rioting, you shouldn't necessarily have soldiers pointing machine guns at them?
I would go the other way.
There's no riot.
Right.
I go the other way. If there are soldiers wandering around the streets with machine guns, don't give them the riot they're looking for. I think that's what Rick is saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying you're baiting me into a riot? No riot.
No riot.
Why? Because you want it, that's why.
Yeah.
It's because it's your wish. I forbid you the thing your objective is. I forbid you that. And it worked. And that's the tactic. And the same thing could work here, is if they're begging us into a fight. If anything, seems like a couple of SEAL teams could take care of this entire group while they're sleeping.
Right. They're so obvious with the
There
mask
is
and everything.
nothing. There is nothing we can gain by going into this war. There's an emotional satisfaction of throwing a punch and maybe breaking your knuckles, but there is nothing to be gained from going into this war. There are perhaps 30,000 ISIS fighters, or as Clinton I think would have said, it depends on what your definition of ISIS. But there are maybe 30,000 of them, and let's say we managed to kill all 30,000 of them, right? Because in the bizarre prospect that a war is the thing to do, that's what you're trying to do, is kill all the other guys, right?
Yeah.
So if we kill all 30,000 of them, then there are 60,000 children and brothers and so on who now know that the U.S. came and killed our guys with their bombs over whatever the hell it is we're doing it over. Outrage. We're doing it over outrage at this point.
Emotional button pushing is going on here. Can we all admit that's happening?
Yeah, well, absolutely. That's why the media is running this thing.